Hey guys, Darth Glork here, back with part 2 of my Diablo 3 Demon Hunter playthrough. So last time we started our journey and we started our Demon Hunter, and we learned about her tragic backstory and all of that good stuff, and we worked on tracking down the fallen star, which has struck Tristram, and we've been slaying demons. So off camera, I have been mildly busy. As you're about to find out. I have been mildly busy off camera, and I did some leveling. So, initially, I think when we left part 1, I believe I ended it at level 12, I believe. I believe I ended part 1 at level 12. Well, I'm level 46 now. So, things have been progressing. So I'm level 46 now, as you can see. Oh, even in this mode, the Templar's with me. Well, that's confusing. Okay. Anyway, I didn't realize that would happen, so I guess you'll meet him later? I don't know what happens now. You think you're gonna meet him later? Or what? That's so weird. I didn't realize it was gonna keep the Templar in story mode too. That's very bizarre. Anyway, I didn't expect that. Ignoring the Templar guy beside me, so the rest of it has been interesting. So, as you can see, our armor looks amazing, and we no longer look like a hobo, so that's great. As far as our build, I'm currently using Evasive Fire with the Focus Rune, which makes it so that you increase hatred generation instead of backflipping, because normally this fire mode, when you shoot, you step backwards. And I find it a little off-putting, and I don't like it. So that upgrade means that whenever I shoot, we gain hatred much faster, which is useful. And the other thing I noticed about this power is the little beams of light. That is not the range of the ability. It shoots much farther. Just like with any of the rest of them, it shoots as far as it'll go. You know, it shoots much farther than the beam of light. That's just, I guess, the arc that it's firing in, just so you can get an idea about where your shots are going to be going, I suppose. Anyway. So using that one for the good hatred generation, it's going well. So my right trigger, I'm still using in the Impale. I'm using the Overpenetration upgrade. I'm curious to see if the other ones will end up being better or not. But the knife pierces through all enemies in a straight line. Enemies are often bunched together. Very good. I'm still using Caltrops. I'm using the Jagged Spikes. I keep switching this power. I'm not set on it. It moves around a lot, but currently using Jagged Spikes. It does a little bit of damage now. I'm using the Companion upgrade over the Vault currently. So I have the Bat Companion specifically because whenever I activate him, it gives me a big chunk of hatred, and then the passive is it just increases my hatred regeneration. So all of this build is like giving me more hatred as fast as possible. I'm still using the exact same Fan of Knives upgrade. The rest of them are just, they don't catch me like this one does. It just hits so damn hard. It's just so nice having ability that's really powerful. This is the biggest reason why I need all that hatred, is because I'm using Strafe. I'm currently using the Stinging Steel upgrade, which will throw out knives that deal additional damage on critical hits. It's okay. I'm hoping that one of the other upgrades is going to be better. But all that hatred regeneration is really because of this, because I just will use Strafe a lot. And so all that hatred regeneration is necessary because I use Strafe quite a bit. So as far as the rest of it, I'm using Blood Vengeance. Your maximum hatred increased by 25. In addition, gain 30 hatred and 3 discipline when you are healed by a health globe. So that's okay. The maximum hatred increase is just nice. I'm using this one, which is as long as there are no enemies within 10 yards, all damage increased by 20%. Initially, I was using this one because I was using the slow, which is actually used to be my go-to. It's my normal one, is the one where you shoot them with your basic attack, and then it chains all these enemies and everybody slows down. And so a lot of my stuff was built around slowing enemies. But the fact is, I'm noticing they're not really on me very much. Like, I tend to be able to just, like, strafe away. And so I'm not using the slow as much as I am using strafe. And so I decided to just switch the build and then go for other stuff instead, because I wasn't using the slow as often as I should be if I wanted to utilize those bonuses. The third one I'm using is this one, which will, for me, it does different things based upon what you're using, but for me, it gives me 5% critical hit chance and a +1 hatred generation per second. So, That's the build. Our boy here, I think I don't remember, I think a Templar might be his class. His name is Cormac, I believe. You're supposed to meet him later, but you can meet him, of course, right away if you do the bounties and such things. And I didn't realize that he would be here in story mode too. So I didn't really realize that, and so I don't know what that's going to mean story-wise, if we're going to encounter him for realsies later or not. But he gives you there's three companions. They each give you three ability, or they have 4 abilities apiece. You can choose what you want. For him, I have taunt enemies when near you when you are hit, so he can help taunt enemies and drag them away from me. I have this one, which is it provides life regeneration for you and the Templar. And so, just more life, which is nice. I have Onslaught, which deals a massive blow to an enemy and causes the target nearby enemies to take increased damage. Just convenient when I'm shooting things. And then the top one is Increase Your Resource Regeneration, is the other thing I'm using. So that's what's going on with the boy. And it's been going well. So, yeah, these are our other ones. We have a Scoundrel whose name I forget, and then we have an Enchantress. We're not going to meet them for a long time. Not for realsies. And we're not even supposed to meet him yet. So, I don't really know what's going to happen there. Oh, the other major things. You're probably wondering what all these other little stuff behind me is. So, in bounty mode, there is something called the Can-I Cube. In adventure mode, I believe is what it's called. So, what it does is basically when you have a legendary item, and if it has a legendary ability, you can break it down and then basically to destroy the item but keep the legendary ability, and then you can equip that ability if you want to. And so I have a lot of I have a lot of powers and things at the Can-I Cube, and it's very strong. We don't have it in story mode, but I have it in you can have it in adventure mode, and it does carry over. So what mine currently are is the Mad Monarch Scepter, which is after killing 10 enemies, you release a poison nova that deals 1400% weapon damage as poison to enemies within 30 yards of you. You'll notice when that goes off because it's a big green wave, and it does a shit ton of damage. Very strong. This one, I also have these wrist guards, which picking up gold grants experience. So as I pick up gold, it actually makes me level up faster. It gives me more experience per gold, which, considering I was trying to power level, it makes sense. The third one I'm using is the Puzzle Ring, which summons a treasure goblin who picks up normal quality items for you. After picking up 12 items, he drops a rare item with a chance for a legendary. So you'll notice him laughing and following me. And any common item that's just like garbage common item, he will pick it up. And when he has 12 items, he'll drop a rare, and there's a chance for a legendary. And so it's just kind of you can see him there with his little sack, and he follows me around. So that's what's going on with all of that. So now you know. Now you know. Anyway, I think we've already been. I think might have already been here, but we'll see what trouble we get up to. Alright, well, here we are back in the cathedral, and figure I'd show you this cool door opening. It feels very final, you know? Alright, so explore the cathedral. We'll just see what's going on around here, huh? Oh, there is a treasure goblin. Other than mine, obviously. There's a different one. Well, let's just hunt the little bugger down. Hello, you little shit. You cannot run, boy.
Need more time.
Aha. Yeah, give me all that shit. Alright. Anything good? No. Well, actually, those pants are good. Scoundrel, we can just get rid of that. Ooh, shoulders are good. That's not good. So now that we have a companion, we will have to manage his stuff as well. Which is not a big deal, I don't care. But it's something that you should be aware of. Alright.
Excellent.
Well, I'm gonna have to fix my armor now, because I think I changed my pants and shoulders. So it's not ideal. Well, that always feels good. Just like when my little Nova goes off and just deletes the screen. That always feels good. So far, not a lot else going on.
I will not accept this. It's not my time to die.
Uh-oh. There's spooky things happening here. Oh, we have some spicy lore.
I will forever live in anguish for my last attempt to honor my king. As we lay him to rest in his burial chamber, he manifested as a hideous skeletal demon. Gorash and my other knights were overcome at once, but I fought on.
Boy, he sure did. Just hit one little, hit my fan of knives in the blob, and everybody died. Alright, but hold that thought, though. My little bat's like, there's enemies on the other side of this door, bro. Open the door, bro. Let me at them. It's like, relax, little bat. Let's see. Nothing good there. But, let's see. Entangling shot. Increase hatred and generated by entangling shot. That could be good, because I could get the hatred regeneration, but also gain some more hatred. Which means I could also grab the slow them down ability as well. Although maybe this one might still be better. I guess the only thing is like within 10 yards, right? So I guess the thing is like, well, if you had this one, if they were slowed, which my basic shot would slow them down. That could be a thing. So not sure there. Rain of Vengeance. Summon shadow beasts that swoop along the ground and damage enemies they hit. Alright, we could try that basic one for now. Oh, we got spicy lore.
And now I wander, cursed by my once beloved king. Evil gnaws at my bones, and I cannot risk putting my beloved Tristram in danger, should I fail to contain that which tears at me. I must venture down into the labyrinth, to die alone.
Same, brother. Well, we found the doorway. We just gotta dispose of the riffraff first, and we'll be able to venture inside. Get out of the way, you little gnats. Alright. Let's go! My whole little squad of random little people. Just like breaking all this shit. Oh look, it's you, Cormac, down below. Give aid to the warrior. Cool. So that's neat though, because that means we will get to meet him, like for realsies, like as part of the story. We will get to meet him, even though I'm carrying him technically. So that's great. Cormac, I'm coming.
You will soon turn.
Ave magistros. Ave registros.
Let me help you.
Your magic is weakening.
Let me help you, bro. And there you go. Now he's the Cormac we know.
Now, back to my mission.
Well, we could talk to him for realsies.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well.
Okay.
Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I must kill the Skeleton King.
Then our aims align. Why have you come here, brother? One of our number has forsaken his vows and joined the demonic coven that infests this fallen cathedral. Damn that traitor! We will make him pay!
Oh my god, so they even planned that if you did the story later, and so like, it's like he's pretending he's two separate people. But really, it's the same guy. Normally you wouldn't have Cormac yet. Fascinating. So he's like, wow, really? That's crazy that would happen, the traitor. That's so not cool. You know, and obviously he is Cormac, right? But that's cool that they planned for that eventuality, though. I super appreciate that. I assumed nothing would happen, you know? So that's neat. And don't worry, bro. We'll find your gear after I finish looting.
I do not understand how evil walks in the day. Should it not fear the light?
If it is truly evil, it does not care.
Yeah, I love the interactions. It's a little thing for the most part, but
The cultists dragged me past this glowing pit. What made it?
I will know soon.
oh, I will know soon. All right, your gear's over
Down
here,
this
bro.
way. There are my...
He's free! Do not let him rearm!
I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I often prefer to be alone, but I will make an exception for you.
Evil cowers at the sight of just one Templar. Two will bring it to its knees.
So you just carry both? That's so wild. You just carry both of them? That's incredible. That's so crazy. Warp point. It's so funny. So you just carry both, but that is what's supposed to happen. That's how you meet him. And it's not supposed to be two of them. It's supposed to only be one. But, obviously there's an exception going on because I already was carrying him, obviously, so. But that's so cool that they, like, I don't know, like, allowed for the, like, that they thought of that. Like, they thought of that eventuality. What I assumed would happen is I assumed that, like maybe like you would have the conversation, he would introduce himself and then he would disappear. That's what I assumed would happen. Obviously I was wrong, but that's what I assumed would happen. Necklace. There's a lot of greens there, but generally speaking, unless I see nothing but green, or I see a lot of greens and like one red, I don't switch. So, generally speaking. Come on, little loot goblin, grab it. There he goes. Anyway, because yeah, unless I see a lot of green, I don't switch, because unless it's like amazingly better, I don't bother, so. Anyway, but yeah, that's our Templar's name, and they're technically the same person, but his name is Cormac. He's a Templar. So, you know. But we'll see more conversations with him.
Black magic bars our way.
Indeed.
But the will of a Templar is stronger.
Hell yeah. Thanks, bro. Okay, well, let's go see what's going down here.
You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brotherhood now. The powers we serve will soon rule this world!
Well, I guess you'll find out soon enough.
Not enough hatred.
We got him.
Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
Very well. I have no need of books.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King.
Perfect. Ah, there we go. And then he fades out. So that would be what would happen if you were recruiting Cormac the first time, and not just carrying him like I am now. So that feels good because that means we will be able to interact with them, like just the way you would, you know, with some extra little dialogues thrown in because obviously I already had him. So that feels good that they knew that might happen. You know, I love that. I know. What the hell is happening here? I demand you stop it at once.
Not enough hatred.
I know we got a little spend happy there. Alright, let's just verify. Although there are stairs, okay. I wasn't sure if those were stairs or if that was a drop-off, but those were stairs. I hear a treasure goblin. There he is, he's to the left. After him. Hey, nerd. I'm not opening that door for you, so there's nowhere to go. Yes, give me all the toys.
You won't survive that. My hatred is too low.
Alright, well, that was productive. Alright, let's see, where... it's a bow, but it doesn't matter, I'm not... We're going dual wield, that's the build. Well, technically that's an improvement. I mean, obviously you lose health, but 3 up is... Oh, there you go, that's a massive improvement. Not quite enough, though. Alright, let's see, grenade upgrade, chance to stun enemies... No thanks. Chakram, electrified chakram returns to you. No thanks. And something on that, but my my crow is on cooldown, and I can't switch out while a ability's on cooldown. So let's just check this other room while we're waiting for that. It's almost off cooldown. And okay, so what was that ability? So marked for death, attacks you make against the marked enemy generate hatred. It's pretty cool, but I think my little bat is better.
Each and every crusader was a warrior of rare strength. They had mastered the power of life, of weapon and shield, and of self. Each was sworn to live as a crusader and to die as one. 200 years ago, they took their apprentices and set out into the eastern swamplands. They were never heard from again. Until now.
Well, I imagine that'd make a lot more sense if you, because I've been picking up all that crap in bounty mode a lot, so all of that would make a lot more sense if you had seen all the rest of the little documents that I've found in bounty while I was like hunting bounties and stuff. So there's a lot of that that probably doesn't mean anything to you, and that's pretty much my fault.
Some greater purpose lies behind these trials, but I do not yet know it.
Probably because there isn't one. Let's go.
Jesus wasn't having that. Don't worry, she'll come around. Or not, you never know, I guess. You know, I mean, the Templar guy, he might feel like there's a bigger reason. You know, my very angry demon hunter, maybe not, but who can say? Alright, well, we found the, found our objective. I went back to town and I fixed our armor, so we match again, so. Because we gotta look fabulous all the time, no matter how many demons we're slaying. Oh, look, a glowy sword.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
Well, there's the story of Lack Danon. We've been seeing his lore stuff for a while, so that's what happened there. Oh, there you go. We got a new crossbow. Oh, we don't care about the bow. That's a big crossbow, which means we don't care about that either. Oh, hang on a minute. Is there like other stuff? There sure is. Well, we need to look through it. Oh, upgrade to his boots and his pants and his belt. Well, that was really good for you.
Good choice.
Hello, Skeleton King.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn.
I ain't scared of you, pal. Oh, a book.
The fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
Hey, maybe, man. Who knows? Hang on a minute. Was that a... I need to drop that. Drop.
Thank you for helping me fight the darkness. To contend with evil is the essence of what it means to be a Templar.
So long as you don't get in my way.
Oh god, I'm so cold. Huh. My little dude won't grab it. That's weird. Anyway. Maybe because I grabbed it first, it threw off his groove. He's like, well, now I don't want it. Alright, well. Apparently... I mean, if memory serves, I believe the, if memory serves, I believe my character warms up to Cormac. Like, obviously, initially, the Demon Hunter's very angry, obviously. She's very angry, and she's very just on a... and like, she mentioned that usually she prefers to be alone, like, and she mentioned that. And so it's like, obviously, she's a very, you know, lone wolf, very cold, not used to people kind of person. And so suddenly working with Cormac, who's a Templar, and a lot of him is very different than her and her point of view, and like, he feels like there's a higher power calling them to do stuff, and she doesn't, and like, all this other stuff, right? So it makes it for a very interesting dynamic. But if memory serves, the farther they go, she does warm up, and she does, like, if memory serves, I feel like that their relationship does get better in time. Initially, she's very cold. I forgot how cold she was initially. Well, we found the crypt of the Skeleton King. Oh, also, we have company. Is there more? Oh, there is more. Alright. Let's go slay the Skeleton King, bro.
You will never defeat me!
Yeah, there's another walkway,
You
bro.
were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
I can just run around, I don't... Oh, maybe he, he attacks you with little dudes. That's different. Well, that was different. He skips that step in the bounty version. And, he doesn't appear, the stairs are just already destroyed, but he doesn't appear to destroy them. They're already destroyed, and then you just run around, that's it. Wild. There's no cutscene either. Let's do it, nerd. Oh, we almost got him. Yeah, boy. Give me all that. Ooh, we dropped 2 legendaries. Yay! We got him, bro? Alright, hand crossbow, which is better than my secondary one. We can junk the other one. We can look at that for my boy. This will be the crown, but I'm actually already wearing Leoric's crown. But we'll see if this one's better. Ooh, 96%. This other one doesn't give me experience per kill. Or no, it gives me way more experience per kill, but it doesn't just give me bonus experience. But it does give me a shit ton more damage, though. And a 3% increase to socketed gems, which I am using. So that is better. I'll just need to swap some things, but... And there's apparently 15% chakram damage, which I'm not even using, but... That's neato, and worth it. And the ring, though. Gain 50% increased movement speed for 4 seconds after fearing an enemy. It's just way better stat-wise, so it's worth switching to, but as a bonuses go, it's not very good. Alright. I could give him my old one. That's funny. It would be better, but the gem isn't good for him, though. It gives him dexterity, which should be, I'm pretty sure strength should be what he's using. Anyway, that shield sucks for you. Although that ring is better. Maybe worth it? There was more ups than downs. Alright.
Good thought.
Good thought. Alright.
I need to go back.
Let's let me fix some things, move some things around, then we'll go back. But first thing we need to do is, let's see. We need to talk to the jewel guy about removing the jewel, sell the junk. Those are all things that need to happen. Let's see. Hey, first things first. Can you put invisible dye on this helmet so I don't have to look at it? Am I wearing any other sets that don't match? Or is the rest of it fine? I think the rest of it might be fine. Whoop. Let's see. Black dye, black dye. Maybe that's it. I'm not seeing the jewel guy. He might not be... Oh, no, there we go. He's way over the hell over here. It's like, good lord, where is he? Hey, man. Can you remove this from the crown? Great. And then socket another one. We could just see really quick about my legendary ones. 20% increased damage, 34 seconds after killing an elite back. That's not bad. Killing an enemy to cause an explosion of gold. Also not bad. Require... That's not bad. I mean, either of those aren't bad. That one is just flat, though. Oh, but I can't socket it, though. That's tragic. Alright, so I need... I think it's the helmet. Cooldown reduction, bonus XP. That's not bad. Helmet, resource cost, extra gold, life. Okay, I think we'll do bonus XP. And put it in my crown, please. Okay. And then apparently I have some other stuff. So strength. I should put as many of these in my other stuff that I'm wearing. Like this one. And this one. Now, for weapon though, critical hit, damage to melee attackers. So just flat damage is not bad. And then put that in my... Here we go. I often don't use gems. I should. I just get lazy and I forget. I forget. I change weapons so fast and I change gear so fast and I forget to maintain it. Alright. You don't need this. This is the old Leoric's crown. We can just get rid of it. Okay, now we can go ahead and get back to the rest of that. Now that I'm fabulous and powerful. Talk to the stranger. Oh shit. We're about to meet a really cool character.
At last, the crater.
At last, the crater. Okay. Stranger? Who the hell?
So it was you who fell here and caused this chaos. And yet I know that you are not evil.
I am. I remember falling.
Do you remember who you are?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I don't remember.
Perhaps Deckard Cain can help you. Come with me.
Yes, come with me, stranger. I will make things clear for you. Tyrael? Oh, there he is. I mean, a stranger whose name I don't know?
I ventured far to find the power behind the fallen star. But it was only a man. He can recall nothing of his strange arrival. Perhaps Cain will be able to find the truth of this matter.
Suspicious. Suspicious indeed.
I found him at the center of the crater.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom.
Suspicious. Alright, well, she gave me this, which would be really neato if I was using a bow or like a but because I'm two-handing, it's worthless. Obviously. Alright, let me just move our crowd away here.
Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
Then I will slay them and return the sword to you.
I sure will.
The Horadrim were powerful mages gathered together by the Archangel Tyrael to defeat the 3 prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal. They devoted themselves fully to the destruction of the demon lords and left behind valuable tomes and teachings.
How did you become the last of the Horadrim?
My ancestor was the leader of the Horadrim, Jared Kane. When the Horadrim died out, their tomes stayed in my family. I was thrilled by tales of the Horadrim as a little boy, but it wasn't until I returned to them as an adult that I realized they contained deeper truths.
What about you, stranger? Oh wait, do you have something new? Oh.
Tyrael is the angel of justice. He has been helping mankind for generations, though he is forbidden to do so in any direct manner. Long ago, the high heavens and the burning hells made a pact as a result of the Sin War that they would not interfere in our world.
The demons have broken this pact. Why does Tyrael do nothing?
Yeah, Tyrael.
The Angiris Council, the archangels that lead heaven, almost destroyed our world once to keep the demons from spreading their corruption upon it. If Tyrael were to act directly, it would alert the Council to the demons' activities here and imperil us all.
Suspicious that you would bring up a Tyrael specifically conversation now. A little suspicious.
You can recall nothing else?
Only that there were surges of light and a kind of pain.
How do you fare now?
The emptiness gnaws at me. It is a constant frustration.
Remain calm. The sword will be returned to you soon.
Yeah, don't worry, bro. I'll get your sword back. Fear not. Alright, well, this gets us to a new area. The Fields of Misery. Which, it says is just as inviting as it sounds.
There's a sword here, we will find it.
We must search for the Khazra-den. Alright. So, we killed some silvers, we leveled up. And I'm just gonna pause and see what we got. We also got new shoulders. Let's see. So, the crow. So the last vault is leave a trail of fire in your wake. That's cute. And then cluster arrow, arc the arrow, drop multiple grenades along its path. Interesting. Nothing crazy. Let's see, that's not good. The damage would be a lot better though. Worth it. Cool.
This will aid me.
Yeah, hopefully it helps your damage, because your damage is not very good.
This beast hasn't been dead long.
True. Let's figure out what's happening with it. I just threw that and got those guys killed.
Here is their foul leader.
There he is, the bugger. Nowhere to run, fuckboy.
Those scavengers trapped my poor wife and me down there for hours.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sure she'd love to meet you, and thank you for your help.
Sure, man. I would love to meet your wife.
My love, this is the woman who saved our farm.
This is no longer your wife.
Oh, she hasn't been eating so well these days, but I love her all the same.
Oh my god.
Sometimes love means you have to let go.
Yikes.
Oh, she's nodded off.
Yeah, well, hey, good luck, man. Good luck with your dead wife.
There's that strange light again. The sword piece must be inside this cave.
Oh, look at that. We found it. I'm still slaughtering goatmen, so, you know. Oh, treasure goblin. I can hear him. I'm assuming he must be up here. There you are, you little shit.
I'm still waiting.
Got him. Yeah, all the loot. Give me that shit. Alright, anything decent? Nope. Ooh, that's a hand bow, though. Ooh, that one's a hell of a lot better. Hey, look at that. And of course some shields, which we can look at for the boy. Hoods that kind of suck. Ooh, that's probably worth it. More ups than downs. Alright, what about you, brother? Worth it. Not those. Not those. 2 up, 1 down. Worth it. Ooh, those boots are way better. Junk all that. Oh, look at that. That was productive.
We must stop the attacks on these farms, or the people of Tristram will starve.
True. Well, we've been killing everything in sight, so... Odds are they'll at least slow down, you know? Odds are better than not.
Kill her.
How about I kill you?
We must hurry with the ritual. Magda will be here soon. It is turning.
What ritual?
The sword piece is here.
Who are you to take what is mine?
Who the hell are you?
You are not the owner of this sword.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
To hell with you, witch.
Very well.
Got him.
Let the games begin.
Bring him on.
Well fought, but you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
She is more devious than she appears.
She sure is. Alright, well, we got the shard. Now we can report back to Cain and see what he says. But also, loot. Not that we care about it because it's a bow. Ooh, gloves that are much better. Which is great. Oh. Fletcher's Pride, maximum discipline. Obviously, that's a really neato and all, but it's a quiver, so. Send that gift off to my sister. She can enjoy that. By the time if she ever plays a regular character again and gets off seasonal stuff, she's gonna have a shit ton of gifts, that's for sure. Oh, Cain, I fixed my armor. I know you were worried.
I have the sword piece, but a woman named Magda and her minions tried to wrest it from me.
Uncle Deckard, they sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
Well, that's not very surprising. I'm just gonna check my boy real quick. I don't really like decreasing his damage, but that is a lot more up arrows.
This will help.
Let's see, Leah.
Magda said something curious about the next piece. She believes it fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
Spooky.
Magda's coven is a remnant of an ancient religion called the Triune that worshipped the primevals as gods.
Disgusting. And yet the primevals have been dead for 20 years. Who does the coven worship now?
The last two evils, Asmodan and Belial, remain. And if either of them are behind this coven, then our troubles are only beginning.
True.
This fragment is very old and very powerful.
Indeed, it feels familiar to me, though the rest is still unclear.
This weapon would have belonged to a true champion.
If that is what I am, then my strength has gone with my memory.
If Cain is right, then the sword shall restore both to you.
Hey, here's hoping, bro. Here's hoping.
You and I aren't so different. I have great power within me, too. The only difference is I have no control over mine.
That sounds troubling.
Indeed.
It's only happened a few times in my life, and only when I was in grave danger. But something rises up from deep within me. Well, I can't really explain it.
Yeah, well, we have troubles of our own right now.
I used to love traveling, seeing the world.
Oh yeah?
But now it has fallen into shadow.
Yes, it's not like it was.
Have no fear, Leah. We will make this world safe again.
That's very positive of you, Cormac. Alright, but seriously, we leveled up. Alright, so, sharpshooter, huh? Gain 4% critical hit chance every second. This bonus is reset 1 second after you successfully critical hit. Oh, wow. So it's just like speeding up your critical hits. So it's 4% critical hit chance every second until you get one, and then it resets. 1 second after you successfully crit. Well, that's pretty cool. Like, you could be nailing crits. In general, I feel like mine are pretty good, but that's a pretty safe alternative. Ooh, shoot homing rockets while moving. Sounds fun. Let's try it.
My family,
oh, look.
Please end their torment.
I found a side quest while exploring. Hello?
Please free my family from their cursed existence. I can hear them digging.
Be on your guard. Spirits lie.
Well, prepare to face my wrath.
Suspicious.
Our meddling daughter would do well to leave us be. You will pay for her weakness.
Unless you pay.
Disturb us. At last, they are free.
I just gotta make sure these guys don't disturb us while I chat with you. Alright, everyone stay down.
Thanks to you, my family can now rest, free from the curse they brought upon themselves.
Some spirits linger to right past wrongs. I was mistaken about her.
Huh. Well, that was cute. And we got a chest. And money. Hell yeah. Anyway. Attack speed bonus. Hell yeah. Anyway, something that's neato is oh, so much loot. So your companion's armor will change as you level up. So we've hit, I think this is the last tier of armor. So because we're level 50 now, we've hit the last tier of armor. So now he looks like obviously really juiced. So, you know. Anyway, but it's neat because other companions, all the companions' armor will change as you play. So I think they might have 2 or 3 tiers of armor, something like that. So it is neat. It does give you a sense of progression through the story, because even though I'm changing all of his armor, none of his visual is changing. You know, as we level up, he does get better visual looking armor as we go on, you know. So that's pretty neat.
When this is over, I could open my own little inn somewhere, if I live.
Aww.
I can go back to that kind of life.
Well, if you ever want a job, I will consider your credentials.
Perhaps I should just visit.
Aw, that's cute. She wants to open a little inn. Yeah, my character's like, I'm too jaded. I've seen too much. I've done too much killing. I could never go back to simple things like that. Oh look, a journal.
After much searching, I have found a promising lead. A family near New Tristram has obtained a valuable relic, and poor fools that they are, they haven't the slightest idea what to do with it. I have some idea of what to do with their daughter, though. And through her, I'll get my prize.
Oh man, I think we're about to meet the scoundrel. I forgot how quickly you meet him after you meet the first guy. Some of the scoundrel's interactions with our character is pretty funny. Because they're very different people, you know?
Looks like someone's still at home.
Stay away!
Interesting.
There's nothing in here of use to you.
We should have known.
Oh, really?
The farmers left over a fortnight ago, and yet we stayed. Last night, we heard the beasts creeping closer. My husband left to investigate, and I haven't seen him since. All I have left are the things we made together. Hopefully, they are of more use to someone else.
Hi.
These are dark times, my friend. I thought for a moment you were one of those dreadful goat men. Since you're not, would you like to buy something?
Oh, she's a shop. Cool, I have a lot to sell. Alright, hang on, let me look at this shit. It's unlikely to be good. Even my boy's probably not gonna want it either, but... Nope. Good talk, good luck. Well, that was interesting. Alright, let's go down here and possibly meet the scoundrel. Alright.
Please help. They're going to kill my friend.
Okay.
Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself.
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
I'll take care of it.
My patience, wench.
I'm sworn to secrecy.
Release the girl. The relic belongs to her.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you.
Unless I kill you first.
You won't get away from us this time.
Ah, yes, the old spin to win tactic. Works every time.
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
A belt.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
You wish to join me?
Yes, yes! You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way!
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Wait, the relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known!
Yeah?
You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here.
Please tell me that you're not considering this criminal's proposal.
Well, I mean, he can hang out at camp if he wants, I guess.
Ah, there you are.
But you made a promise to your betrothed.
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
Welcome to the party, Lyndon.
What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging.
Oh, yeah?
You must be Alaric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are. Follow me. I will raise the bridge that you may pass.
Okay.
Seek 2 tombs in the woods beyond. The warrior's rest and the crypt of the ancients. Within them reside the keys to our sacred temple.
Gotcha. We'll do it, bro. Well, we're in these creepy-ass woods. What could possibly go wrong?
A pall of ancient doom hangs upon these woods.
I know. They're not the most inviting woods I've ever seen. Just like shooting womp rats back home, am I right, Leah?
Are these Alaric's people?
No, they have been twisted.
No. Well, in my slaying of the woods, we picked up a lot of shit. In addition to some new abilities. Haunt is cast on all nearby enemies when you open a chest. That is very mediocre. Not that I even know what haunt means, necessarily. Because I don't. But it's probably not very good. Alright, when the bola explodes, you have a chance to gain discipline. That's certainly something. And Shadow Power. Reduce damage taken while Shadow Power is active. Alright, well, nothing crazy.
I've spent years exploring places like this with Uncle Deckard. This brings back memories.
I too enjoy hunting evil creatures through strange new lands.
I was talking about happy memories.
As was I.
Ah, yes, you know. Good times, right, team? Good times. So that's what Haunt does. That's interesting. It just, like, does mad damage against all the people that are nearby. I mean, it's very niche, right? Because, like, how often am I going to ignore enemies to open a chest, right? Like, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to ignore... like, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to kill all the enemies, and then I'm going to open a chest. I just did that one because it happened to be a chest, and I happened to know that I had that belt on. So I was like, hey, you know, let's just see what this does, right? But I 100% knew that that was the only reason I even did that, right? So it's like, it's very niche, to say the least.
I miss Chaldeum. What do you miss?
The city?
Such an open and beautiful city. It thrives on trade and new ideas. There was always something new and exciting to hear or see.
Sounds like a shiny place. We'll, if memory serves, we'll be back there soon enough.
It reminds me of being a child and searching for lost artifacts with Uncle Deckard.
Good times.
Finished them off.
We sure did, and they won't be the last.
A well-deserved death.
Well, these little tombs are not very big. That's something I can't help but notice. Which, you know, nothing wrong with that.
We were so sure we could beat whatever traps the ancients had laid for tomb robbers.
Fools on
But
you.
the dead bodies of my friends testify to the folly of our arrogance. I will be dead soon as well. Our greed was our downfall.
Well, that serves you right, grave robber guy. Alright. The next little tomb here, it's probably not going to be a big one. Considering the other one wasn't very big. Hello, enemies.
Feel my wrath.
Don't mind me if I just wipe the floor with you, using the old spin to win tactic.
I need more hatred to do that.
Die, you rat bastard. Got him.
Tell me about this inn you want to open.
The world is so dangerous. Everybody needs a quiet, safe place to rest and recover. A way station on their journeys.
The perfect place to be ambushed. I'd sleep in a field.
No one is getting ambushed in my inn.
That's funny. It's obviously my very different worldview. I was like, a perfect place to get ambushed. I'd sleep in a field. Alright, now we must place the beacons. Okay. One little beacon. And two little beacons. The beacons are lit. Gondor calls for aid.
The temple is open. Enter and defeat the guardians within. Although they are my brothers, they will seek your death when you enter.
I'm not worried.
I cannot fault them for doing their duty.
True.
Look at this architecture. This predates the Sin Law.
Yeah. Yeah, spin to win.
None may enter the inner sanctum.
Die, creature. Slow ass creature.
Rise, my brothers. Rise and do battle.
Yeah, get up here too. I need more.
Not enough hatred.
Yeah, I noticed that. Woohoo! I was about to say, but he won't do that again.
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are? You may enter our most sacred place.
The
Oh,
spirit
snap.
speaks the truth. This was a good place.
Indeed.
The world stone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war against us. We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
Yeah. The sword.
The noble hero fought her way here just to die. You again. And who is this you bring with you? Adria's daughter? She has power within her.
Oh.
No matter.
She knows you.
Your mother will soon share your fate, little one. The shard is mine. Fill this temple with their blood.
Well,
Did she mean my mother will share my fate?
I know.
Could my mother be alive after all these years?
She's trying to distract you. Don't listen to her.
And what is the power within you that she spoke of?
This fight was too easy. She's toying with us. We must get back to Uncle Deckard right away.
Yeah, but not before we grab the sword. Alright, now we can go back. I'm sure nothing bad happened. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure everything is totally fine. Anything worth anything? No. Hang on, I might have seen some green. Oh, Well, I don't really want to reduce my damage by that much. Ooh, big upgrade for you, though. On several fronts. That's probably worth it. That's not. Those not. That's not. Not those, or that.
Ah, good.
Productive.
Magda is close on our heels. We must find the last piece quickly.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
That must be Wortham.
Ah, brilliant, dear Leah. Have the ferryman take you there.
Good thinking.
Have you fought the Coven before?
I cannot say, but there is something about them, a darkness, that is known to me.
What do you mean?
The Coven may be part of a greater evil. Perhaps I intended to fight it.
If you are to fight, you will need your sword.
True, and I'll get it for you, bro. Alright, am I matching right now? It looks like it. Alright, clear this out.
I have some new items that I'm certain you will love.
Beautiful. Alright, well, I think that might be a fabulous place to call it. And made great progress today. Level 51 now. Ended part 1 at level 12. Started part 2 at like 46 or something. Anyway, good progress. This is a super weird series, and I'll tell you why. Because I talked about it in the first part too, but initially I was thinking that I was going to be showing a lot of this, like mostly uncut, to be honest. And then as I was playing part 1, and I was like halfway through, and I'm like, this isn't it. like this is not it. I can't just show this. Like, this is boring, a lot of this. And then it's also like, and recording is such an interesting dynamic with playing games versus any other form of just playing games. Making content is just very different because you have to change your mindset on how you approach things. Some games are just not good content creation games. And this game is fine. It's just not what I was expecting on the content creation front. I was expecting it to be just really cool, really engaging, and it is cool, and I'm having fun, but I just don't think it's that much fun to watch. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but when I go back and I watch some clips, and I'm like, yeah, as I was recording it, I was looking over, and I'm like, it's just a lot of the combat, especially early on, and even in general, is slow. It's not even like you're bounty hunting. Like, in the bounties mode and in Nephilim Rifts, shit is chaotic. There's a lot going on, and there's sections where shit happens in the main story where things are getting insane and you're rolling around and all that shit, but there's a lot of it that it's just using abilities and then just killing enemies, and there's not a crazy amount of enemies. It's just getting through them, and it's not a lot going on. So in this one, I'm planning on just cutting a incredible amount of footage. So it's just one of those games that I don't know, I just think I'll show the story, and of course you'll see combat. I'll show big chunks of fights as I'm happen to be talking over them or whatever, but there's a lot of cut footage, and I just initially I was like, oh, I'll show the boss fights too, but as I was getting through the Skeleton King boss fight, I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to show all this, because I'm just cutting through his health bar, and he has a lot of health, and my damage at the time wasn't doing great, and it was okay, but my crossbows were a little old at the time. I found better stuff since then, so we're doing a little better now, but it's a constant up and down as far as your damage goes, because as you level up, the enemies are getting tougher, and so then your damage falls off real quick, and suddenly you find a new weapon, and suddenly your damage is doing good, and then it falls off again, and that kind of thing happens over and over and over. So it's a up and down kind of process. So it just makes it very weird to record, because it means that I go longer than I normally would for a standard episode, because I know I'm going to probably cut 45 minutes or an hour out of this footage. And so it'll take some time to get used to it. And then some part of me is do I even explore everything? Because I spend a lot of time just exploring the whole map, and sometimes, of course, it's worth it because I discover side quests and things. So I probably will continue to do that and just accept that there's going to be a lot of cut footage out of this stuff because I'm going to be exploring the map. And on the off chance I find a side quest or something along those lines to show you. Because otherwise I could just beeline it straight for objectives is the other thing. Because if I don't care about experience, that's the other thought mentality that I had. Is I was like, okay, well, I have kind of a choice to make. Do I explore looking for side quests and other things to do on that front? It wastes more time And so it's like, as far as a lot of more cut footage and that kind of thing, or do I show more stuff because I'm like, or do I just like beeline it for objectives? Because then I would show more stuff and we'd get more done faster if I'm not trying to clear the map of you know, of the fog or whatever. If I'm like exploring just like the minimal and I'm just beelining it to objectives and we see what we see along the way, like that is technically a thought process one could make. So I guess maybe, so at the moment I'm thinking that I will more or less plan to explore, and I'm just going to accept there's more cut footage. Later on, there'll be a Season 2 of this game, and that one, well, I mean, for me, it'll sort of be a Season 2. I might not call it Season 2. I might just call it Diablo 3, whatever, Necromancer, and I might not refer to it as Seasons, just to make the titles a little cleaner. And maybe for laters, I mean, they are later seasons for me, but maybe when we do other playthroughs of other classes, and I do expect that to happen, they won't be consecutive. They'll be spread apart a long ways apart, I imagine, or some distance apart at least. So I imagine when we do the next one, that one will be different, because on that one I probably could kind of beeline it for objectives. Because if my first one I did more exploring, then if you've seen the side quests, then like I don't know, clearing the map might matter more there, and so maybe for the other classes I might not bother nearly as much because you did see them. But obviously your character's interactions with them will be different, and so it's like it might be more of an in-between. The other way that the other class playthroughs will be different is because on this one I started leveling up off camera. I realized that, you know, if I have a seasonal character and I have a seasonal necromancer, that the story hasn't been touched on her. And so if I played my other, like if I did a start of the seasonal character, I did the season, the character's like level 70 and whatever Paragon points at that point, and she hasn't done the story, it saves time if I just grab that seasonal character and start the story even though I'm level 70. And so I think I might do that. In general, I might make characters and level them all the way up off camera, and then that way whenever we get to a class story, I know I can just grab a character that we already have that the story's not done on, and they're level 70 and they're good to go, and then it'll help us get through it faster, and then I'm not worried about leveling up off camera or anything along those lines. It means if you don't care about levels very much, then after that, then that might be a very efficient way of getting it done. So that's probably how that will happen. I do imagine the next time we play this game, other than, of course, Demon Hunter, will be probably Necromancer. Is probably what will happen, because I already have a Necromancer that's level 70 with the story not done. And so it's kind of a perfect opportunity. Plus, Necromancer is my other favorite class to play. So in general, I do think that will probably be the plan. In time, I wouldn't be against doing all the classes, because their playstyles are all very different. Their unique flavor in regards to the main story is very different. And so, you know, their interaction with companions is different, all that stuff. So in time, there will likely be more playthroughs of more classes. So we will see about all that. Anyway, that is going to call for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the content today, and we will talk to you guys later. Oh, did I just collateral that guy? Yeet. There, you go first. He's like, I think it's clear, man. You're good. As the great Bob Ross would say, what a happy accident. Later, idiots. I could hear Darth Vader in my head. I have you now. No, walk it off, bro. You're okay. It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up. That was so perfect.